whether you have young children or grown children. And that's why I'm glad we're going to do some self-compassion work with Amy with the harp, because we have to be compassionate towards ourselves for what we didn't know when we weren't aware. It is a journey, our life. It is really.
And I totally agree that it is everyone's unique journey. A lot of my journaling this year, it has brought me to an awareness that I am my soul in manifested form.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a unique journey of remembering.
Yes.
So we have the living, loving, learning, loving, and remembering that we're one within and around us. Okay. So my unique journey to remembering this involved parenting the way I did.
Right.
My children's unique journey to remembering involved having me as a mother.
Exactly.
So that they could experience what they could experience. And with that awareness, like the radical compassion for myself and forgiveness just oozed and opened, because how can I judge myself if what happened in the past was part of my journey? If that didn't happen, it wouldn't have been part of my journey.
Good point.
It's that acceptance that there is nothing out of alignment with our journey. If we're experiencing it, it's part of our journey.
Absolutely.
Now, how do we move with that? How do we learn from that? And I do this, I hold my hands like in a ball, and then I flip them upside down. So here's what we're seeing on the top. And then we turn it upside down to realize what's happening on the other side. And that is the wholeness of this life experience. And one of the ways I also love to share this idea is using the harp as a metaphor. So one of the ways I love to demonstrate this idea of the fullness of who we are is using the harp as a metaphor. So if we have this instrument and we have these low strings, and every string on this harp creates the fullness of the instrument, okay? And this low string and this high string are just part of the instrument. All right, it's not good or bad. This low string is not a bad string because it's low. And this high string is not a good string because it's bad. And all of these strings represent everything we've ever experienced in life. It represents our feelings, our emotions, our beliefs, our dreams, our joys, every single experience that we've had in our life, and every experience that we have also inherited genetically and epigenetically that we carry within the DNA of our bodies. So we are so full. And that's what I mean when the fullness of who we are. So what happens? We like to stay in this upper high string. Oh, find your happy place. All right. And we don't want to get down here in the low strings, in what our minds would define as heavy, traumatic, in a separating language, bad. It's just low. And these are the strings that we often repress. We don't want to go, they're hidden. We want to hide them. We push them down. And it takes a lot of energy to push down this kind of frequency, this kind of sound. So the self-discovery piece, the radical self-compassion piece, is about turning the mirror and diving in to these low strings